Thanks for staying on with us. This is Hot Stocks 9671 on the index. Let's get on with the management of Cosmo Films. They've launched new products and you've seen some fund action as well. Pankaj Badal, the CEO of Cosmo Films, is with us on the show right now. Thank you for joining in. To start off with, Mr. Badal, you've recently expanded your product margin to direct thermal printable products. Can you tell us about the potential of this?
Yeah, so we have launched products in the range of film as well as paper. The product is called as direct thermal printable paper and film. If you would have seen, normally point of sale invoicing in India gradually is moving towards direct thermal printable paper. The problem was that the print quality was not good and therefore print was fading away. So we have come out with a very high quality paper where the ink can stay. And then the other thing is we have also come out with a top coated one which is water resistant, oil resistant and chemical resistant. And similar thing we have also done with the film wherein we have film which is a top coated and non-top coated. The film does not have a market, it's a very innovative product for Indian market. And it should do fairly well as we move along. We have to educate the customer about use of film, and there's a very big market both in India and globally that we perceive from this in the medium term.
Right. Is your new BOPP line operating at full capacity now?
Yes, so the line is yet to achieve the full speed. Typically it takes few months to achieve the full speed. As we are expecting that by June end it should be topping up to the full speed, and then we'll be able to utilize the full capacity from the new line.
What's the percentage that your value-added products like BOPP thermal films contribute to your overall sales?
Yes, so they have been growing very, very steadily, and we have been performing very well on that side. So last year we have grown full year by 20%, and the quarter 1 growth is already running at 25%. So all the specialty films is really going very nice for us.
Okay. And how will the contribution change going forward? Is there a plan to change the contribution of the sales mix, revenue mix for that matter?
Yeah, so we are continuously working towards on a medium term 3-year horizon. We intend to take, grow this number by more than 50%. And we are tracking fairly well. Quarter on quarter, we are actually seeing the momentum building up and the growth rates getting faster and faster. And good thing is that India is also emerging as a very good market for all these specialty films. Customers want to try new things, and especially now that there is a legislation where they want to make all these structures recyclable. I think BOPP specialty films will get a very big boost from 2018 onwards.
Okay, and given the fact that crude prices have slipped quite a bit, is the impact being seen in polymer prices as well?
Not much as yet, but I'm sure it will come because fuel prices have come down from $50 to $46, $47 in last few days. So I think within next fortnight we should see impact coming from there.
Okay. So what is the overall assessment when it comes to the pricing trend?
Yes, so I think last few months it has largely remained range bound and very stable, and we do not expect this to again change too much. It is within plus minus $70. I would say it is remaining range bound. In fact, last 3-4 quarters it would have remained plus minus $50 from, let's say, $1,050. And we do not expect huge movement because oil has pretty much stabilized and oil is also not moving so much. So I think just like oil, polymer prices should also remain range bound as such.
Okay, so let's just talk a little bit about financials. In terms of where the outlook is on your revenues as well as margins, can you tell us what the long-term targets are and whether or not you are likely to achieve that?
Yes, so this year we should be growing by 25 to 30%. We should be able to take full advantage of our new capacity starting from Q2 of this year. And we are looking at an aggressive profitable growth. Our obviously main focus is to continuously increase our specialty sales and therefore help improve our bottom line. And obviously if there are healthy profits, companies should also grow exponentially. So we have some very good targets for us. We are also looking at diversification. So we have already moved into CPP films last year. This year, we had announced a PET line, so there'll be a specialty PET line which will start from next year. We have started to get into direct thermal printable paper also. So we are looking at related areas diversification, and so that we can really grow in the related areas. But at the same time, our entire focus is on growing specialty films, things which do not have significant presence in India, and we can educate the customers about these new innovative products. So that is our main focus area. In the process, we are strengthening our R&D people also quite a bit. Last year, we had almost invested $1 million on R&D, and this year also we have a very strong plan to continuously invest in our R&D capabilities. We are in process to hire a lot of R&D bench strength, so that our focus remains on building new products, providing that to the market, and really become a global strong specialty player.
I want to touch upon the point, confirm two things. You said 25 to 30% revenue growth?
Yeah.
Okay,
that's right.
And you said you will be aggressively growing your profits. So give us some sort of targets. What is the run rate we can expect and outlook on margins?
Yes, so see, in our business, it's pretty difficult to give that for the two reasons. One is the specialty, which is growing at a good pace, has a healthy margin. I would say 15+ percentage EBITDA is pretty normal in the specialty business. However, the other side, the standard BOPP films, it's very difficult to predict the margins. Last year they were impacted demonetization, so I think 3-4 months got affected.
Just allow me to come in here. Will it be double-digit margins?
Yeah, it should be double-digit for sure. Double-digit, for us will be an understatement. Ideally, we would look for higher than that for sure.
All right, very confident about your growth prospects, and I'm sure the street would be pleased. Thank you for joining in and giving us a sense of how things are shaping up, new capacities, increasing their product lines, diversification of products. All of that is going to help 25 to 30% revenue growth, confident of over double-digit margins. That's the word from Cosmo Films. The stock is reacting. Well, as we wrap it up right here on the show, in the Smart Portfolio segment, T. Rowe Price, which manages stocks, blended assets, mutual funds, etc., is in focus. Karanya is here to tell us what they're holding. Karanya.